Hi there, and welcome to Mr. T's Maths. In this video, I'll be showing you how to convert fractions to decimals. First of all, I'd like to remind you that the line between the numerator and the denominator means divide by. Therefore, to convert a fraction into a decimal number, we have to perform the division between the numerator and the denominator. So let's go ahead and do that. 3 divided into 4 is not possible, so we are going to put a 0. Then, since we don't have any other digits after the 3, we're going to add that decimal point, the invisible decimal point, okay? And we keep adding the zeros after the decimal point. Remember that 3 or 3.0 or 3.00 or 3.000, it's actually the same quantity, yeah? So now we say 30 divides into 4 7 times. 4 times 7 is 28. Therefore, when we subtract these two numbers to find the remainder, that is 30 minus 28, 2. Now, there is still a remainder of 2. We don't want to leave that as a remainder. We want to continue dividing. So we are going to make use of one more 0. We bring it down here and we say 20 divided by 4, that is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. And now when we subtract these two, we have a remainder 0. So we know that 3/4 as a decimal is 0.75. We will find that some divisions will continue forever and ever. Some others will give us a number that repeats itself, and those are called recurring decimals. Okay. Now I prepared some examples for us to try. Feel free to pause the video at any moment and try these divisions yourselves. So 3/8 is the same as 3 divided by 8. So we are going to write this down to perform the division. 8 goes into 3 0 times, okay, because 3 is smaller. We now make use of that decimal point and the 0 after the decimal point. So 30 divided into 8 is 3. 3 times 8 is 24. Now 30 minus 24 is 6. Okay, we have a remainder of 6, so we will have to make use of another 0, which we have to bring down. 8 goes into 60 now 7 times, so 7 times 8 is 56. And we see that we have a remainder of 4. So we have to make use of another 0. Now 8 goes into 40 5 times. And 8 times 5 is 40. And that leaves us with a remainder of 0. So 3 divided by 8, or 3/8, is equivalent to 0.375. Brilliant. Now 7 over 5 is the same as 7 divided by 5. So let's go ahead and perform the division. 7 divided into 5. 5 goes into 7 once. 5 times 1 is 5. And therefore 7 minus 5 leaves us with 2. Now because there are no more digits after 7, we make use of that decimal point. We copy it in the answer as well, and we keep adding zeros. We use the first one and we bring it down here to have a 20. Now 5 goes into 20 4 times. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. Okay, so 7/5 is the same as 1.4 as a decimal. Now 9 over 4 is 9 divided by 4. And let's go ahead and perform this division. 9 divided by 4. 4 into 9 goes 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. That leaves us with a remainder of 1. 9 minus 8 is 1. So we copy that decimal point and make use of a 0. And now we say 4 goes into 10 twice. 2 times 4 is 8. And that leaves us with a remainder of 2. So we need to make use of another 0, bring it down. 4 goes into 25 times this time. 5 times 4 is 20, and we notice that the division ends here because the remainder is 0. So the answer is 2.25. Perfect. Let's see the last example, 2 over 6. So that is the same as 2 divided by 6. We have to perform the division between 2 and 6. So 2 over 6, that is 2 is being divided into 6. So 6 goes into 2 0 times. We need to make use of that decimal point and add a 0. Now we say 6 goes into 20 3 times. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay, interesting. 18. 20 minus 18, that is 2. So we make use of another 0. We bring it down. And 20 divided by 6 is again 3. 3 times 6 is 18. And we have the same situation again. So 20 minus 18 is 2. We can continue, but we see that each time the number of times 6 fits into 20 is 3. Okay, and 6 times 3 is 18, and we notice that we always end up with a remainder of 2. And this will go on forever and ever. Well, another way of writing this is by writing down 0.3. 3 is the recurring decimal, the decimal that repeats itself. So we can put a dot above it. Okay, a dot. Or in other books you might see it with a line like that. This means 0.3 recurring. Okay, where 3 repeats itself forever and ever and ever. Well, I hope you found this video useful and you feel more confident in converting fractions to decimals. Okay, take care.